Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Luna and welcome to Luna's bookshelf. So as we all know, the year of 2024 is near its end. It's almost January, it's the middle of December, so that means a new year, but it also means a lot of new book releases. And that's what we're going to talk about today in this video. I'm going to tell you some new book releases I'm looking very much forward to, from my favorite authors, from new favorite authors, and just books I look forward to read in the next year. I'm going to obviously put a picture of the book in the screen and also with the publishing date, so you guys know when it's getting published and what the cover looks like, if there is a cover already. So I would say let's get into it. So I'm going to talk about the books in publishing order, so that's the easiest way I thought to talk about this. So I have my phone here so I can tell the dates, etc. So the first book I'm going to talk about, which I'm very excited about, is Love Arranged by Lauren Asher. On Goodreads it says it should come out the 1st of January, but I don't know if that's correct. There isn't a cover yet, but I'm very excited. This is part of the Lakefront Billionaire series. It's a third book in the series. You first have Love Redesigned, then you have Love Unwritten, and now you have Love Arranged. I'm very excited. I still haven't read Love Unwritten yet, but I really love Love Redesigned, so I will no doubt also love this book. So yeah, I think Lauren Asher has become one of my new by authors. I just read one book by her, but I'm really wanting to read her other books, so yeah. And then another book I think everyone is very much anticipating this year, and that is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. This is releasing the 21st of January. This is the third book in the Iberian series. So you first have Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and then now Onyx Storm. I'm very excited, but I'm also very nervous about it because I didn't really like the second book. I thought Iron Flame was good, but I also was a little bit bored at some times because it was a really long book and I think it could have been shorter, but it really ended on like a cliffhanger. So I'm really excited to see what the author did with that and what is going to happen. So yeah, very excited. I really love the covers. If you see all the covers next to each other, I think it will look really cool and interesting. So yeah. Then the next book is one of my favorite authors, and that is Ellie Hazelwood. She is releasing Deep End on the 4th of February. I also have this book already pre-ordered and I have like a special edition looking like with like sprayed edges. It looks so cool. This book previously was called Wet, I think. I'm not sure, but I think it was. So yeah, I'm very excited about this book. So this book is I'm going to quickly, I have the description here, but it's, as you can see, Deep End. It's about swimmers, and it is about Scarlett and about Lucas. So Scarlett is a swimster at Stanford, and then you have Lucas, and he is a swim captain, a world champion, and all-around aquatics golden boy. So yeah, I'm very excited, and this started like some kind of arrangement. I'm very excited. I always love Ellie Hazelwood books. I don't know if this is about like something with STEM in it, because that's mostly the books she publishes, like Love Theoretically, etc. But I'm very excited nevertheless. So yeah, and I really like the cover. It looks so cool, like the purple and the light blue on it. Very, very excited. Then the next book is a book from Lucy Score. I saw this when looking up book releases for 2025, and I came across this, and I really love the Knockamout series by her, like a trilogy. It's like a small town romance, and it follows like two brothers and one best friend of them, and I really like that. The thing is, you either love or hate, I think, Lucy Score books, because they are very thick and not everyone likes the main male characters in her books, but I do. So yeah. But this book is also part of a series, and it is called Story of My Life. and it's part of a new small town romance, it says. And it's about, so like, Hazel, she is a writer, but she is being pushed out of her apartment in New York on the Upper East Side. So yeah, and she's also given her final warning from the publisher because she has to deliver a book to them by a certain date. So she decides to go and buys a house in Pennsylvania, and yeah, I'm not going to. And it says on the end, this series is a love letter to every reader who said they wanted to move to a fictional town. So I'm very excited. I really love, I think even though our books are really thick most of the times, I really read very quickly through them. So yeah. Then the next book is Fearless by Lauren Roberts. This is the third book, or actually the second book in the Powerless trilogy. I think it's going to be a trilogy. But you have Powerless, and then you have Power of 12, and this is like a little novella. And then you have now you have Reckless. And there is, I think, I saw someone say it online, there is also coming another novella, but there is not a release date of that yet. And then you have like the third book, and that's Fearless. I haven't read Reckless yet, but because I was like a little bit in doubt of it, because a lot of people didn't like it, and it really felt like much of a filler book. So I'm going to wait for that to read, I think, when Reckless is out. So Fearless is out, so I'm going to read Reckless, and I think I'm going immediately can start Fearless. So yeah, but I'm very excited. I really liked Powerless. It was a really good book. It is a fantasy book, but yeah, I just liked it. So I am excited about it, but I really want to read it after I read Reckless. So yeah. And then Miss Emily Henry is also releasing a new book this year, and I'm so excited about this. Emily Henry is one of my favorite authors ever. I'm currently rereading Happy Place by her, and I'm really taking my time doing it and annotating and underlining and tabbing things, and she's just such a good author, and I really love all of the books she writes. It's not just romance, but it's so much more than that. So yeah, the new book she's releasing is on the 22nd of April, and it's called Great Big Beautiful Life. And if you see the cover, it's so beautiful. I always love her covers. I haven't pre-ordered it yet. I could pre-order it, but it's like a hardcover, and all of my Emily Henry books are paperbacks, so I'm going to wait for when there is a paperback out. So yeah, this book is also about two writers, and so I'm going to quickly read a little bit of the summary that says on Goodreads. So, two writers compete for the chance to tell the larger-than-life story of a woman with more than a couple of plot twists up her sleeve in the dazzling and sweeping new novel from Emily Henry. Alice Scott is an eternal optimist still dreaming of her big writing break. Hayden Anderson is a Pulitzer Prize-winning human thundercloud, and they're both so balmy on Little Crescent Island for the same reason: to write the biography of a woman no one has seen in years, or at least to meet with a octogenarian who claims to be the Margaret Eves. So yeah, that sounds really interesting. I really love writers and books. I don't know why, but it just feels so fun and nice to read. I don't know why, but I'm very excited. I'm already thinking it's going to be 5 stars, because a lot of the books I read by her are 5-star books. So yeah, very excited for this book to come out, and I really can't wait. Then the next book is a book from an author I discovered this year, and I really loved it, and that is Catherine Center, and she is releasing The Love Haters on the 20th of May, and I'm really excited. I haven't read any other books by Catherine Center than The Bodyguard, but I really want to. And when I saw she was releasing another book this year, I was like, oh, next year, I was like, that sounds interesting. So yeah, The Love Haters, so it's like kind of enemies to lovers, I think. I don't know much about it, but I guess if it's from Catherine Center, it could be good, but also it's going to hit where you least expect it. Because it also was with The Bodyguard. So yeah, but very excited. I also love the covers, always so colorful covers. And I really want to read more children-centered books in the next year. So yeah. Then another book by another I only read one book of, but I have another book sitting on my shelf waiting. No, I read two books by her, but I have another one sitting on my shelf waiting to be read. But when I saw this book was released, I was like, very interesting, because it's of a genre I normally don't really read. It's like more historical fiction, and it's a book of Taylor Jenkins Reid, and it's called Atmosphere, and it's releasing the 3rd of June. I read Dating Terms in the 6 by her, and also Malibu Rising, but her genre is more like historical fiction, and I think this one's too. But I'm very excited. I really love her writing, and it's really interesting, and I think it's kind of a big deal that I like to read her books, even though it's not my typical genre to read. So yeah, very excited about that. And then the next book is from also a new author I discovered this year, and that's Ashley Boston. I read The 7 Years Left by her. I also have The Dead Romantics also sitting on my shelf waiting to be read. But she's also releasing a new book this year, next year, and that is Sounds Like Love, and it's releasing the 17th of June. So yeah, we've got various releasing dates. I really love that. I mean, almost every month there's like a book coming, so love that. So yeah, I also love this cover. It's so pretty, and this is about a musician. I mean, the title says it all, like Sounds Like Love. So yeah, it's about Joni Lork. She is living the dream. She's one of the most confident songwriters in LA, and she can seem to write. So yeah, like a little writer's block she has. And then the main male character, I'm going to look his name if I can find it. If it's in there, I can see it. Or if I'm blind, that's also a possibility. But yeah, very excited, really interested just to read that book. I really want to read other books by her in the next year, because I've heard nothing but great things about her books. So yeah, that was already for the book releases that are current on my watch list to come out in 2025. There are probably a lot more books that are coming out next year, but these were the ones that struck my eye. I was like, I'm waiting for you, I'm really excited for you to come out. So yeah, I'm very excited for next year. I'm very excited for all of these books, and I hopefully can read them all. That would be very, very great. Let me know in the comments what one of your anticipated book releases of the next year of 2025. And I see you hopefully next week. Bye!